So, today's a very interesting day. Today I found out I'm ambidextrous. And I figured it out when I was playing table tennis with my father today. And he shot, I play left-handed, and he shot aside to my forehand on the left side. And I dove deep for it, hit it back. He shot another one to my backhand, all the way in the corner. What I did was, I took the paddle, I tossed it to my right hand, and did another forehand attack, just because there's more reach rather than with the backhand. And I didn't realize that I did that it didn't register in my head. I managed to get the point, and then it was my turn to serve, and I served with my right hand. That has happened before many of times, I will not lie to you. I actually used to play tennis, like full-size tennis, not table tennis. This isn't a real racket, this is like a cane racket, it's interesting. But I would play regular tennis in my left hand, and I had the same issue where I wouldn't always be able to return the backhand, that I would toss it to my right hand, and I would continue the game in my right hand, and my coach would yell at me, and he just says, pick a hand, pick a hand. But I didn't realize it until recently, because when I was playing table tennis, I was playing a friend where I told him, I'll go easy on you, because you've never played table tennis before, and I've had like 20 hours of practice so far. And I told him I would play him in my right hand, which I told him was my non-dominant hand. I beat him a lot better than I usually beat him with my left hand. And when that registered to me today, I realized that I need to go back through and rethink how I've always done things, which hand versus which hand, because actually I might be ambidextrous, and I probably think I am, according to the definition. Ambidextrous of a person being able to use the right or left hand, or right and left hand, equally as well. Now, when I'm writing stuff, I learned to write on my left hand, but I don't feel awkward writing in my right hand. My writing on my right hand is a little more wobbly, but I can still write without it feeling awkward. A lot of people say the way you determine a kid's like right hand or left-handed is have him copy this motion with the fingers. And to me, having this thumb on top or this thumb on top feels no difference to me whatsoever. And I know one of the things that really drive left-handed people crazy is can openers, because they're really tough to open if you're a lefty. But honestly, I've always just opened them with my right hand without a second thought. Basketball. Oh, getting a little better at that. But for basketball, honestly, I've shot with my left hand on the bottom, and I've shot with my right hand in the bottom. It's never felt different to me, and I could never decide which one I want to go with. There are some sports where I actually pick a dominant side, like in table tennis, or regular tennis, I prefer to play with my left hand, but it doesn't feel different on my right hand. Sword fighting. So this one's really interesting because for sword fighting, I used to do professional choreographed flash mobs with weapons. Now, when I joined the group that did them, I told them I was left-handed, and yes, I can fight like this, but they said it would be much easier if I just learned right-handed, and I just told them I had no problem with that. So after being in that group for like a year and a half, I've developed fighting with my right hand actually better than my left hand, and the left hand is the one I used to write with, and the one I originally thought I would be better at. Guns! For guns, I actually prefer to shoot with my right hand. I can shoot with my left hand, sometimes I do, but I prefer to do it with my right hand, which is super awkward because I naturally have always curved myself towards left without realizing that some other things I do with my right hand. And fidget spinning comes naturally to me on my right hand. It's very hard to fidget spin on my left hand. Oh, look at those tricks. Oh, look. Baseball. I can throw with my left hand a lot better than with my right hand, but for catching, I really don't care. In high school, whenever we played baseball on the field, people would always rush to get those left-handed gloves, whoever was left-handed, and I was never in a rush because I didn't find any difference in actually catching with my right glove. Oh wait, catching with my left glove, because that's the way they flip it around, and then throwing with my right. My throwing was definitely a little bit off, but now that I'm looking back at it, I definitely throw better with my left hand. Throwing wise, you know, like beer pong and darts, definitely a left hand type of thing. So you might be thinking, okay, so you're actually a left-handed person and you're not ambidextrous. Yeah, well, I actually know how to play guitar on my right hand, and playing guitar on my left hand just feels absolutely wrong to me. And I also used to play drums, and I actually learned how to play drums right style. And I've had, like, my coach who was teaching me how to play drums, he said, Tony, why don't you flip these around and see how you play on the left hand, because I noticed you were writing with your left hand. And we did it, and my beat was just horrible, and I couldn't feel the rhythm because of how awkward that felt, and I had to do it right-handed. And now if we're talking about what is my desk. What about feet? What do I like to do? Well, for soccer, I actually like to kick with my right foot. So when I'm boarding on my skateboard, I actually kick with my left foot. So I'm actually neither side, left-footed or right-footed. I'm both-footed. So that is my dilemma. Some things I'm good at both hands, some things I prefer the left or the right, and some things it really doesn't matter. I could do either one, and I'm still bad at those activities, kind of like throwing footballs and stuff. And I'm sure with a little bit of practice, I can learn the other hand, because like I said, that and that doesn't feel awkward to me at all. They both feel normal. I'm like a symmetrical line down the middle. I don't really have a dominant side, only a preferred side. And that is why I am ambidextrous. Also, if it matters, I prefer to play computer games on the right side. Playing it on the left side just feels weird. Just throwing that out there. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Tony Sticks, showing you the dilemma and the hardship and craziness that goes through an ambidextrous type of person. Thank you very much for watching, and may you! Also, I just found golf. Golf, to me, I'd prefer to hit it to the left side, I think, but honestly, both sides feel just as neutral to me. And may you use your non-dominant hand today. I don't know which one it is for me. I can honestly keep this going.